Hey, I got another bayonet to show you guys that I had in my display cabinet, and this is another French one, and I'm using that same arms to armor site to look it up. Once again, lost all my files and stuff, so I'm having to start over. And this one I had an idea on how old it was, but they made two types, two different patterns. Some of them had the entire hook quillion, and some of them, like this one, had it kind of just shortened to where it doesn't quite go into the J loop. And this one, yeah, just like the one that he shows, just starts to get ready to make the J, and then they cut it. But this one's in excellent shape. Kind of like that one French bayonet that I got on the labels. It's just got a dent in the end of the scabbard. Other than that, man, this thing is beautiful. This is one I scored on again in an antique store. I paid a bit for it, but they can be worth a bit. Did see another one that I almost got, but the whole thing had been chromed, which sometimes I don't mind it being chromed. I got one that I will show that's not French. It's an American one that has been chromed for parade use. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, because the chrome can preserve the knife, especially if you get one to where it's starting to peel off, to where it shows the original metal, because it will keep it from rusting up bad. But some people don't like it, and I'll mention some of the stuff I did find out on the chromed ones for anybody that wants to start collecting when I show that one, because it's pretty nice, and I got it dirt cheap, basically because it's been chromed. The guy figured it wasn't worth much because it's been chromed and it's still an antique, so whatever. Anyways, I'm going to read this off to you guys again, and then I'll show you my version of it. It's a French model, 1892, and mine is the second pattern. Mannlicher-Berthier infantry short rifle bayonet. And this is one of my favorites in my collection, man, because it's beautiful. Black. I like stuff that's black, man. It's the metalhead in me, man, and this puppy, everything's black. Anyways, this is the long knife or sword bayonet, manufactured beginning in 1892 and used to about 1913. They were manufactured by various French arsenals to fit the model 1892 Mannlicher-Berthier short rifle. It replaced those other French ones that I showed, which is the French model 1886 Lebel bayonet. They are all well made, and it's very well made, and can be easily identified by a third fullered groove in the forward rib, which is just the spine of the blade. It's very unique. Or back edge, opposite of cutting edge of the blade. Occasionally French script is on the back, and unfortunately mine doesn't have anything on it. Sometimes they will write who it belonged to or what their group was, and then the date, which mostly I've seen on the older French bayonets, mostly sword type ones. A lot of the sword saber style bayonets will have that on the top if it's French. Single edge quality blade, black composition or wood grips. Mine has the wood grips, which is cool. All metal, blued scabbard. There were two patterns of this model originally, the difference being the length of the muzzle ring, which is this, and the way you identify if it's first or second. First pattern, this is a second, and the back of this sticks out just a little bit over the handle where the wood starts. First pattern, it's flush with the guard. It's pretty much the only thing that you can tell them apart on. And I think the one that I saw wasn't original, man, but like I say, man, it was chromed, and they did a really crappy job. They fucked it up. So, anyways, that's the difference in the grips. Yeah, they say 1/8 of an inch, and that's about right. It's just a little tiny bit. Arsenal modified versions are known, including French model 1892 first pattern modified Mannlicher-Berthier bayonet with hooked quillion. I guess I think some of them, they removed the whole thing. This is the Quillian, and let's see. Look at the picture again. Yeah, the one he's showing has the entire Quillian to where it makes the J curve, so you can just get your finger in there good. This one, it's been shortened. And this one, let's see. It's good shape so I can read a lot of it. Looks like BD 3770, possibly 2 on here. And then on the opposite side of where the little belt loop would go for the frog, it says BD 37702. Okay, that is the right number. So matching scabbard. That is something very good to have when you're getting one of these old puppies. If the scabbard matches, that definitely ups the price. When it's different, sometimes depending on the bayonet, it could be still worth as much, or it could really knock the price. I found that on some of the German ones, like the K98s and stuff. If the scabbard doesn't match, it really drops the price a bit on a lot of them. And let's see. The markings here. This one has letter A, 2 letter A's stamped on the back of it, butt of the handle. Really not too many markings. That's pretty much it on this one. Anyways, I'll show you the blade. And it does have you hear that? How it kind of just snaps into place? There's a spring catch inside the scabbards on these, and there's a little dent right here on the blade, so it hits that, and it keeps it from sliding out, which was a really good thing, because you didn't want this puppy sliding out if you were running or whatever. And I'll show you guys the scabbard. Very, very well made scabbard. And this pretty much all but for there where it got dented, it's got pretty much all of the original bluing on it. And kind of like those other ones, pretty thick on the steel. And then the blade is the unique part. Right about from here down, it has a blood groove going down the end of the blade, and then it also has a blood groove going down each side. So once again, man, you are meant to be bleeding out like a son of a bitch if you got stabbed with this puppy. They wanted it to do damage. And as you can see, man, this one's in very good condition. This is one where I got it when I still had my vending business, man, and I saw this puppy, and it's like I rated about 3 of my freaking machines to get it. I think I paid $60 for this, which is dirt cheap for one this nice. As you can see, even the grips are very nice. That's kind of a cool locking mechanism. It's plug style to where part of the gun went in there. Usual on the side type, it just locks weird. So that's pretty much all the info I can give you guys on this one. And I think what I'm going to do, man, I'm saving each one of these links off this site just to save you from having to look it up if somebody has the same one, just so you can look at it and see their variation. And this one I had to go into Yahoo and type it in. I couldn't just click on bayonets. The site's kind of set up to where he's got some that I guess are just for show, and then he's got some that he sells, so I don't know. But I'll save the link on this one too. So, catch y'all later.